Hey, what's up guys? My name is Dean and today we're going to be looking at how do we set up our brand new iPhone and how do we download applications onto our phone. So as you can see, I've got the iPhone 6s. Now what you're going to need to do, the very first thing you'll need to do is install your SIM card. If your phone store hasn't done that for you when you purchased the phone, you will need to go ahead and do that. So as you can see here, I've got the box, and in the box here, behind where our phone sits, there is a little paper packet. And inside of this packet is a pin. We're going to take that pin and we're going to just put it in the side here, and the side there is a SIM tray. Now we'll just push that in. Our tray comes out. Our SIM goes in. This is a nano SIM, guys. If you do have a micro SIM or a standard size SIM, you are going to need that replaced. What we're going to do here is we're going to power it up. Now the power button is on the right hand side of the phone, guys. On the left hand side here we do have the volume up and volume down, as well as a button here for silent. As you flick it back and forth, the phone will turn silent. As we hold down the power button, our phone will start up. And if this is the first time your phone has started up, guys, it may take a minute or two. For me, I've just done a factory data reset here, so my phone is as though it just came out of the box. We're going to get this hello screen. Press the home button here to light that one back up. Slide to set up, it says across the bottom there. So we're going to pick our language. Of course, for me, this will be English. Country, it already knows, Australia. That is, of course, because this is an Australian model with an Australian SIM, so it does auto-detect it. Choose a Wi-Fi network. Now, if you don't have any data on your SIM card, guys, you are going to need to set this up via Wi-Fi. It does need to register with Apple to actually activate your iPhone. If you don't have an internet connection, whether that be through Wi-Fi or your 4G SIM card, you will not actually be able to set up your iPhone. So for me, I'm just going to go use mobile connection, and that'll only take a moment. It'll register on the network, activate with Apple. Okay, here we go. So it's going to ask us a few things for setting up our iPhone here. So location services. This is your GPS, guys. So if you're going to be using Apple Maps, I'm going to go enable location settings. Touch ID. Now I'm going to set this one up here for you guys. Set up Touch ID later if you don't want to set it up. But for me, use your fingerprint in place of your passcode. So what that means is it will actually store your fingerprint on your phone. Don't worry, guys, it is safe. It is behind a layer of Apple's, it's a hardware encryption, which basically just means it's very secure. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our thumb, and we're going to gently place it on the home button here, guys. Now we're not going to push the button. If we push the button, oops, you've clicked. It'll tell us we've done the wrong thing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to remove that finger. We're going to gently lower it down. It will record some of our thumbprint, and we will do it again. And again, and every time you can see it's filling up this little image here of a fingerprint. Takes a few tries. Okay, adjust your grip. So this is where you want to use maybe the edge, the top, sides of your thumb. Sorry, we have to go continue. There we go. Continue. Now, of course, we do have to back our thumbprint up, just in case something happens. Maybe we get a cut on our thumb. Maybe our thumb is dirty. Anything like that where I can't actually read it. So we can put in a 6-digit passcode here. We also have passcode options. We can go alphanumeric code, so if you would like to put in maybe words and numbers, kind of like your email password. 6-digit or 4-digit, we'll just go 4-digit for the sake of this one, and we'll just make that 1111. There we go. Are you sure you want to use this code? See, the iPhone knows that 1111 is a very easy code. Someone could figure that out without too much hassle. So it's actually recommending us to change it. I will just use code though, and we have to put it in again in case we typed it wrong the first time. We don't want to get locked out of our phone. And what we can do is we can restore from iCloud backup if you've had an iPhone before. Restore from iTunes backup if you've backed up your previous iPhone to iTunes on your computer. Set up as brand new iPhone. Or move data from Android. Maybe you're moving across from a Samsung or a HTC or something along those lines, and you want to move some data across. There is an application for that. I might show you in a future video. For the purpose of this one, we're going to go set up as new iPhone. Okay, and it's going to ask us to enter our Apple ID. Now I will enter that one. Okay, once we have entered our Apple ID there, it will go straight to terms and conditions. And of course, if you don't have an Apple ID, guys, you can create a new one. You can actually do it on that screen there, or you can set one up later, and I'll show you where you can do that. Okay, updating iCloud settings, guys. So it's going to go through this because I have entered my Apple ID, and I have, of course, used iPhone in the past. So there's a few preferences that it's going to download to the phone. Okay, so here what we can do is we can set up a thing called Apple Pay. Apple Pay is, of course, a new feature. It allows you to save your credit card or, Visa, MasterCard, debit cards to your phone, and you can pay wave or pay pass. We're not going to set that one up today. We're not going to worry about that one. We're going to go next. Set up later in wallet. We're going to have to say set up later. Now, the cool thing about that, guys, is you can actually, you saw that blank screen there, you can hover your camera over your card and it will just automatically read the card for you. You don't have to enter every number individually. It's asking us to set up our iCloud keychain. We're not going to worry about that one today. We can set up Siri. So, let's go ahead and do that. Set up Siri. So it's asking us to say, "Hey Siri," into the iPhone so that it can recognize our voice. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. How's the weather today? Ooh. Hey Siri. How's the weather today? There we go, got it that time. Hey Siri, it's me. There we go. Okay, Hey Siri is ready. Continue. Do we want to send diagnostics information to Apple? Of course, we don't actually have to send diagnostic information to Apple if we don't want. I'm going to say don't send for this one. And we have the option to choose our display. So we can have standard view or zoomed view. There we go, here's standard, and then of course zoomed, and if we swipe across, standard, or we're zoomed, sorry, and then back to standard, and you can see the difference there. We'll just click standard. Welcome to your new iPhone, let's get started. Okay, here we go. So, applications. What are applications? What are all these little things here, and how do we get more of them? So, applications essentially are programs for the phone that you can download. There is some pre-installed here, of course. There's one for camera. There's one for photos, so everything that you do take with your camera will go straight into the Photos application right there. Yes, we can set up an iCloud photo library. We're not going to worry about that one at the moment. Our calendar. Continue. We can set up different calendar dates there. We can go back to previous months, add things into the future, set reminders in there as well. Our phone application here. This is our dialer, and of course we have favorites, contacts, call history, and our voicemail is all in there as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the App Store. This is where we get more applications from, guys. So App Store, and it's going to bring up our main page here. And on our main page, these are the featured applications of what Apple is currently, advertising, what's currently popular. We can go to the charts. Here we go, the top paid applications, the top free applications, and our top grossing applications. Pokemon Go is going absolutely insane at the moment. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to look for an application here. So let's say, for example, when we click on search, we have the top trending searches. So these are some of the things that are popular right now. If we go to search, and we can type in, say, Facebook. So type in Facebook comes up straight away, and then there's all different applications you can see there that have the word face in them that are popular. So we're going to click on just the top one there, Facebook, it auto-fills that. Now, how do we download this one, guys? I've downloaded this before, so it has a cloud with an arrow coming down. So that just means we're bringing it from the cloud, from the internet, essentially, down onto our phone. But Messenger, as you can see here, I've never downloaded Messenger before, actually. So if I wanted to install Messenger on my phone, what I would do is I would click Get, and then Install. And then that would download that. We do recommend, of course, downloading things over Wi-Fi if you don't have a very large data allowance. And of course, any applications over 100 megabytes, the iPhone will actually restrict you from downloading unless you are on Wi-Fi. That includes software updates for these applications, guys. So that's how we get applications. We just search for what we're looking for. We can search for the most popular ones, the featured ones, which will give us some ideas as well. Now, if you didn't install your Apple ID in the setup of the phone there, at the very bottom of this page here, it will actually have a button saying Sign In, and we can click that to set up our Apple ID. The other way, of course, guys, that we can put our Apple ID on the phone is if we go into Settings. One of the options there is called iCloud. We can sign in or create an Apple ID there as well, guys. So that's a basic rundown of how to set up your iPhone. Now, of course, we don't want our screen on all the time, so what you want to do is you actually want to lock your phone. That's just this button on the right-hand side right here. That's going to lock it. And now our phone is locked. No one can actually get into this, guys. iPhones are definitely the most secure smartphone. We can get in two ways. We can go 1111, a passcode we entered on there before. Or we can use the Touch ID we set up earlier. So to use our Touch ID, we just put our thumb right there. There we go. Now we are signed in. Now what you can do, of course, if your phone is completely locked, you can actually push the button at the same time with your thumb or finger that you have set up Touch ID with. And as you push it in there to light up the phone, it also recognizes your fingerprint at the exact same time, thus logging you in. That is our basic guide there to setting up your iPhone, your brand new iPhone. Now, as I mentioned, this is an iPhone 6S. You may find this experience slightly different if you are using an iPhone 4S, maybe an iPhone 5, 5S, or, you know, the iPhone 7's coming out pretty soon. It may be a little different to set that one up, and when that one does come out, we will do a new video for that one there. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, if you found it useful at all, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like, subscribe to my channel. There will definitely be more content coming in the future.